Time now for your 2018 election update. Your vote, your voice on WEAA. Good evening, I'm Julius White in the WEAA 88.9 News Center. Well, polls close in Maryland in about 2.5 hours as voters continue to go out and make their way to the polling sites. On the ballot, Maryland voters will decide if millions of dollars in gaming revenue will go toward education. Question 1 on the ballot asks if voters would like to add on an amendment to the current state constitution to say that any of the state's gaming revenue must go to education. The revenue will come from slot machines and commercial gaming from casinos. The ballot question also requires the governor to detail how gambling money is spent on education in the annual budget. Maryland voters will be able to get discounted rides from Uber or Lyft to the polls. Uber users can use the code Vote 2018 for $10 off a single ride to the polls, and Lyft users can use Vote MD 2018 for up to $5 off a ride to a polling location. The state's gubernatorial candidates have been campaigning up to the last minute in hopes of getting voters out to the polls. Ben Jealous's campaign says volunteers spent the weekend contacting over 568,000 voters. Both Jealous and Republican Governor Larry Hogan spent the day yesterday meeting with voters across the state. Voter turnout, according to state election officials, kind of low, and maybe the rain had something to do with it. In about an hour or so ago, we reached out to the Baltimore City Board of Elections. They told us at 3 p.m. there were 71,529 ballots cast in Baltimore City. So statewide voter turnout so far at about 3 p.m. when we got that report was around 10%. So we're continuing to watch this. Our School of Global Journalism and Communication students, they've been out in the field getting the pulse of the polls. Student reporter Ariana Hayden spoke with Crystal Jenkins, who works as an election judge, says she votes every year.
I'm a Democrat, so I'm going to stick to what's for me, for the city. Hogan, to me, he's one for the county. I don't live out there. Do something for our city. So every time we hire government don't do nothing for us. So we have to depend on our constituency.
And as for what Crystal Jenkins expects after the polls close and the votes are counted?
Hopefully change. Seriously, that's the whole purpose. That we need somebody to step in and help us with this killing. You already know how else we heard about house. It's ridiculous. Somebody needs to step in. We got a corrupt police department and our mayor. Actually, she is doing something, but we got to do it as a team.
So we'll be here giving you reports at the bottom of each hour. It's Your Vote, Your Voice 2018 right here on WEAA, featuring reports from our School of Global Journalism and Communication students out in the field. Don't forget, after the polls close at 8 o'clock, we'll continue to give you those reports and a special 2-hour wrap-up from 10 until midnight. And joining me is a voice you've heard already so far, Anthony McCarthy. Also, who will be with us, WEAA's David Brown, and political strategist Charles Ellison joining us by phone from Philadelphia, and your phone calls. And we'll keep you up to date right here at WEAA. I'm Julius White in the WEAA 88.9 News Center.